Hello, talofa and malolele. My name is Salote Brown Halatoa, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity that I have to be a part of this Living Pacifica video. And just before I dive in, I just want to give some background information about myself. I grew up here in Utah, in West Jordan, Utah, and I have one younger sister. I am half Samoan and half Tongan. And growing up, I came from a low income household. I was a first generation college student. And so my journey through education definitely was a learning experience for me, being the first one to go to college from my family. So I actually attended in high school, itinerant early college high school, and that's kind of where my educational journey began. I was able to earn my associate's degree while I was in high school from Salt Lake Community College. And I loved Salt Lake Community College. I loved taking concurrent classes. They were challenging, of course, because I was taking college classes while I was still in high school. And so I really had to learn how to balance high school life, the social life, and my academics. Luckily, after high school, I received the Larry H. and Gail Miller Enrichment Scholarship to the University of Utah, where I studied for 2 years and received my Bachelor's of Science degree in sociology and a diversity certificate. So go Utes. My family and I are diehard Ute fans. So obviously I loved every moment at the University of Utah. All of the experiences that I had in college, man, they are the most memorable. I met some of my lifelong friends there. I got to network and just be a part of different programs, different groups, and it was a lot of fun for me. So studying sociology, that wasn't my initial major of choice. I originally wanted to be a pediatrician, but I took my first semester, I took a couple prerequisites and quickly learned that math and science was not my thing. And I ended up switching my major 3 times, which is completely normal to do. But I ended up taking a sociology class with Professor Teresa Martinez at the University of Utah. And I just remember falling in love with that class. I loved what I was learning. It was so interesting. I, of course, enjoyed my teacher. And so then eventually I ended up graduating with a sociology degree, and I loved it. It led me to a career path in higher education. I've been working in higher education for a couple years since 2011 when I was a student. And I worked in different offices. I worked in the Dean of Students office at the U, at their admissions office, and now currently I manage the high school recruitment department in admissions at Salt Lake Community College. And so I love what I do. I love being able to help students realize, the opportunities that education can grant them. I love helping them navigate through the process. Because like me, being a first generation college student, I didn't necessarily have someone at home that could help me through the process of applying and scholarships and financial aid and all of those different things that are so new to students. So I really enjoy being that support and just seeing how education changes students' lives. So that's how I ended up in my career path. Just a little bit more personal background information. I am married to an amazing man. We have 2 children. So I have a 7-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl that keep us very busy and on our toes. And then we are expecting our 3rd child in November, and it is a boy. So we're super excited to grow our family, and it's just a blessing. So one of the questions is, who inspires you, or who inspired you to go to college? Well, there was a lot of people. First and foremost, my parents, they always instilled in me at a young age the importance of earning an education to better your life, to have opportunities that they never had, growing up. So I took that, and it always was a goal for me to go to college after high school. I currently am a graduate student in the Master's of Interdisciplinary Studies program at Southern Utah University. So I'm continuing on with my studies, and I'll be graduating with my master's degree in spring of 2021. And that was always a goal for me as well when I was younger. And of course, life happens, got married, had kids, so it kept kind of getting postponed a little bit. But I am grateful that I've been able to come back and, finish that goal, finish what I had started for myself. So some tips that I could give you as students, especially navigating through the college process, is, first and foremost, find what you're interested in, find what you're passionate about. There are so many programs, there's so many majors in college that you can choose from, and start there. Explore your options. Sometimes the best way to find out something is to actually just dive in, take a class, see if you like it, see if you don't, and you kind of learn through the process. Also, you have so much support. Personally, if you don't have enough support, there's so much support within the Pacific Islander community, at the institutions that you choose to go to. There's so many great resources and people there that want to help you. So feel free to reach out, ask the questions that you may not know answers to, and ultimately enjoy the process and do what you love. That if I could give you tips on just kind of navigating that would be it. Because there's a lot that goes into college, a lot of questions, and that is perfectly fine. And so those are my tips. And hopefully, I'm excited to see what your generation does within these next coming years. Just remember how unique you all are, how amazing you are. And I'm excited for each of you to do great things in the future. Thank you.